Okay, there we go. All right, welcome everybody. Coffee and Art in the Morning. We're going to do this page out of the Dreams of Dragons. And here's the name of the person that did it because I can't pronounce it. Ravynne. Anyway, Hibiscus Gal from Australia sent me this for my birthday. So we are going to color this particular page, which is called the Wisdom Keeper. And the video will be up before this one, so hopefully you'll see that one before this one. Lady True North Jan sent me a dragon skin journal. There's an eye here, and it only opens with a magic touch. But there's this is an eye, a dragon eye here, and no dragons were harmed in the making of the dragon journal. It's shed skin. Uh, so anyway, yeah, this is a dragon skin journal, and there's a whole story behind it which I recorded. So see the previous video to this one. So we're going to color this dragon today. And I'm going to use my Neo colors. I got my Neo color 2s here. And yeah, to start. So that's what we're going to do. I have no plan. I don't know. I mean, if Lady Jan, is she still here? Lady Jan, what is the main color you see your dragon being? This one has blue and green. So I'm wondering if we should do blue and green. Maybe. Hey, Angie. Anybody else? Samurai? Carol Renee? People I miss seeing come in? Thanks, everybody, for being here. Card Chick. Burn. Burn's birthday's coming up, too. Sent out a whole bunch of birthday cards. So anybody that's birthdays between now and the 15th will get a birthday card. Then next week I'll send out the second half of March's birthday cards. So okay, so Charlie Girl is putting it phonetically. Ravynne Phelan. Ravynne Phelan. She put it phonetically. Thank you, Charlie Girl. Blue and green. Okay, so we're going to go with, let's grab a few color shades here. And by the way, Janet uses the back end of her Neo Color 2s with her water brush. So instead of I just take it off the top here. She takes it off the bottom, so it starts like building up a hole in the bottom. And yeah, maybe I should start doing that. Oh, I need a Kleenex to keep my brush clean here too. Kleenexes are the best to absorb off any excess. So right now, I'm not going to zoom in on just doing the washes, and but if I do, shading with color pencil, then we'll get in there with we'll zoom in, but just to show the whole piece. So I'm thinking we need this like an olivey green. We need a lighter green. I'm looking at the journal here. I'm looking at the journal. A dark, rich blue, which I probably need to test because it'll probably be one of these two. Let me get a scrap paper. To do color testing on and see which blue I want here. Because one's bluer and one's more teal. That's the more tealy of the two, I think. Yeah, there we go. I want the true blue for Lady True North. Okay, so that one. The dragon is Irish, so gold and green would be good. Oh, thanks. I got over 2,000 followers on Ustream. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for following me here and on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching over there. And thank you, Marilyn, Artsy Marilyn over. She's kind of like, I call her my YouTube mod. She's like my mod over on YouTube. Figure out my style of coloring isn't using a base going over with pencils. Once I color something, I want to go over it again. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, you do those detailed mandalas, Vicky BR. I wouldn't want to color over that 3 times either. Just saying. And then maybe I might go with now instead of gold though, instead of gold, I gotta think though, because if I put gold paint on here, I've got it. It's hard to go over gold paint with pencil. If I just put a little tweak of it, or you know what? I think I'll go with a yellow ochre kind of color, maybe. And then I can go over it with the Winkastella or, some kind of glitter, like gold glitter from Stickles, Stickles or something. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll go with a yellow ochre and then I'll either go over it with Winkastella or Stickles to give it the glittery, bit. All right, so I think I'll just start with these colors. We can always, do more. So I have to decide what areas I want what because I want him to kind of fade in and out to the different colors. All right, but I'm going to start with what I know I want gold. Well, I was going to do it this way, wasn't I? I was going to try to start using the bottoms. Okay, like all the horns. So all the horns, the teeth, anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and do. This is not planned out, guys. This is on the fly. On the fly coloring. Like the fire tassel. Yes. Okay, so the feather, because on the journal, there's a tassel here. So I'm going to need some red. Let me test this red here. Where's my test sheet? Let's see. Uh-oh. Go off the back here. Oh, that might be too magenta. No, maybe not. Kind of a magenta. I'm looking at the tassel too. Okay, I think I'll go with that. I'll tell you all the colors because somebody's going to ask. You looking forward to this? Okay, all right. We're gonna try to work it here. Okay, so we have. I'm going to tell you the colors. This is golden ochre, carmine red. They're kind of on different. Night blue, yellow green, and is that chrome green? Oxide green. Oxide green. Okay. Those are the colors that we picked. Sorry, guys, they're tiny. I have to have a little magnifying glass I have to use to see tiny little things like that. All right, so now I want to go back. Let me go. Oh, I was going to try to do it from the bottom. That's going to take a little getting used to, trying to go off the bottom. The horn. But that's a good idea. That's our Janet. She uses it off the bottom. And then it makes it like a little hole in the bottom so that it's real easy to dig, not dig out, but Okay, there's a little horn here. Gotta look around. It looks like a little earring maybe there. We'll do that. Maybe. It's a little ear thing. If y'all have any questions, put them in caps. So I know you're talking to me. Otherwise, the chat goes pretty quickly. Okay, so I know that I want certain things like the anything that might resemble any kind of fiery looking thing. And it's kind of a magenta color here. It's not really a red, although we can add a deeper, more burgundy red shading to it. And then that looks like a horn there too, so that'll be gold. Trying to do all the horns, teeth, anything like that. Well, he doesn't have any teeth. That's right, because he just collects books in his mouth. Dee has a lot to answer for. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I don't even know. Oh my gosh. Did I color this the wrong colors in your head, Jan? Eileen, Eileen needs to go to the corner. Eileen, you better go to the beer foam corner, or we're going to send you to the healing corner. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then his little beard here. I'm just taking my time, guys, and chatting and enjoying the process, right? Because this to me goes with the story that Jan wrote. Oh my gosh, guys. And I hope I read it and did it justice because it's really an awesome story. And yeah, I'm just going to color this whole area here, all the any wavy bits. And this paper's pretty thick. It's pretty thick, guys. And even if it did go through a little bit, it doesn't matter. It's one-sided. Uh, the little bit of the story is for the next page is on the back, but I'm not going to be messing up a page on the back, even if it did go through some. And this is just a first wash. My corner has a bucket of chocolates. You'll get everybody over there, aren't you, Jan? Okay. Not sure if this is the edge of the wing, but I'm going to, just because it needs to have some red down here, magenta kind of, it's kind of a magenta color. Although I'm going to shade it with maroon, so it'll have a nice two-tone red. Now the feather almost needs to be gold or red and gold because that's what the little dragon. We adored the story and the reading. Okay, good, Marilyn. Thanks. I read it all well. I mean, I should post it somewhere. I don't know if Jan wouldn't mind. I mean, I'd love to like post it on Facebook or something. I don't know. I have to get Jan's permission. It's her story. She may not. She may or may not want me to do that. I don't know. The book basket. Yeah, the book basket. We're just using this book as like a kind of symbology to what. Oh, that needs to be yellow there, I think. It's part of the horn. Let's see. We can always go over it. You can go over any of this with pencil. So don't worry too much. Because I'm not sure, where every little bit of this dragon heads. Jan's written some awesome stories. If y'all remember the stories that she wrote when she was in England, the Cadfael stories. I know. All right, trying to keep up with chat and this. All right, so let's go up here. So thanks, Hibiscus Girl, for sending this book for my birthday. I sent her out a little something back. We don't get to see Hibiscus Girl very often. Being in Oz, it's 13 hours ahead from us now. It's like 11 o'clock at night or something there now. Same thing for Jen Oz. Hi, everybody coming in. Vicky uses pins on Angie Grace pages because they're tiny. Miss Aroma. I'm sorry if you're just watching this. I'm just reading chat while I'm coloring here. Just putting a wash on the areas. It helps me define the colors too. I think that might need to be gold. Whoops, might be need to be gold there. And then I think I want that black in the background because it'll make the colors stand out. Hey, Andrea. Anybody else I missed? Thanks. I think I'll do the background black because it'll make it stand out. I think that's the horn. That's its horn right there. Because there's some like little tattoo-y looking things on it. Well, it wouldn't be tattoos, but you know, it's got some like designs on it, and then looks like the horn thing comes around this way. So if this is part of the horn here, and I'm thinking that's like its giant horn. And then this looks like a little bit of some kind of a horn that the feather is hanging off of. How do you fill your water brush? You take it apart like this, you unscrew it, and then under running water, you just squeeze it and it sucks it in. Just squeeze it while the water's running in. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's start some blue and greens. Okay, so his body, his scales and all that are going to be these three colors. Let me turn them upside down because we want to go from the bottom like Janet does. How much water? Till it's full. Fill it up. I've just used mine, so it's like halfway. See, there's the water level there. Fill it up. Fill it up, baby. Fill it up. Yeah, don't drink your coffee. Okay, so I kind of just want, all right, let's go with the lightest green. See, I never use the bottom, so let's make sure there's no wax on the bottoms. I never go from the bottom. There's usually a wax coating you got to get rid of. All right, so I think I'm going to do these large scales. I'm not showing up. You know what? I think I'm just going to color. I'm going to do the Laura technique here and just color in those large scales with this color and then blend it out with water. I don't usually do this, you know. I like to take it off of here and be very particular, but I kind of want to get that nice color in there. So I'm going to go ahead and okay, I can tell guys now, let me say this. I'm doing this right here and then adding the water to blend it out. I can see the paper is pilling up because I'm having to add a lot of water to make it move. So be aware of that. If you do this technique or you color it down and have to use the water to blend it out, this particular paper, which I didn't do a test. I didn't test this book, is starting to pill. You know what I mean? The paper's starting to pill. Which is why I said the tag. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know. Alrighty. So now I'm going to use some of the little bit of the darker green here. I should let that dry. I don't need to add any more water to those big spots. until it's dry, or I can hit it with the heat gun because it's going to start going through. Not because of the paint, but because I'm adding so much water. Okay, so there's a couple back in here. So you got to be careful when you add so much water to these books. All right. Yeah, I don't like to, you mean you don't like to do it this way? I don't like to color it either. That's just me. I like to take it off of the thing. All right, so while that's sitting up for a minute, let's see. I think, do I want, and I probably won't color in these little tiny, I just kind of indicate that I want them blue. I'm just going to put a little blue mark on these little designs because I think I want those dark blue. Now I think I'll add some blue. I want to mix it. I want it to blend. I want it to have like blue and the dark green. So I'm going to kind of try to get them. And actually, I should just put it on a tray. That's the best way to blend these, is to put it on a tray. Like, move this out of the way. A porcelain tray, or the inside of your top lid of your, what do you call it? Neo 2s. But yeah, I want them to blend, so I'm going to put some the blue. See, and then it doesn't make any sense if I'm going to try to use the back end if I'm going to end up doing this. This is how I use them. Yes, that's what I do too, Eileen. Scribble it on the palette and pick it up. That's my normal technique. And then I want some of the green. I just thought I'd try to be quick about it. So yeah. I gotta let that dry though, or hit it with the heat gun before I add another layer of the light. Yeah, that's how I do it too. All right, let's see. Now I want to get back in here with the blue, the dark blue. And I don't have to get every tiny little bit because I am going to go over it, with pencil. So I want all this to be on the darker side, but while that's still wet, I'll blend in with some of the green. So it kind of blends together because I want them to be, two-toned. And then, like, that's his scales there. Go back in with some blue. You got to be careful, though. Can't oversaturate these books because it will go through. So I'm just going to get the base down. Then I'll go back in here with pencil because I can layer as many layers as I want with pencil. Hey, girlfriend. Seems so funny every time we're talking to you. Hey, girlfriend. But that's her name. That's her nickname in chat, girlfriend. All right, back to some of the green. Kind of pull that in. And then more of the blue under here. Because you get a lot of pigment when you do this. A lot of pigment. Hi, Jessica. Anybody else popping in? Good morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here. So I want this to be the darker green. Has a little bit of blue. So I want them to blend together. So when I go with pencil, these will be blended together. Then I'll highlight some of those individual scales there. But I can't oversaturate it. So I can't get a nice dark color first round. Has to be layers. And that'll be dark back in there. That. And then I'll have those little ring thingies. I think those will be blue. Don't need to do it, you know, I just want to indicate that that'll be blue when I go in there with pencil. All right. Finding all my areas here just to get my direction going. And then I'm going to do the black background real quick. It's going to pop. That'll make it pop because this is the dark green behind these scales. I can just go right over those little designs because I'm going to do that with pencil anyway. Okay, a little bit of blue under the eye. Need this light green. Oh, I'm going to clean my brush. Right in here. And then some of the green. Sorry guys, I'm kind of concentrating here. So I'm trying to find my way. Well, Janet doesn't have Wi-Fi. I missed that part, Eileen. What happened? I thought she was just at a neighbor's house. Hey, Terry Trouble. I missed that she's didn't have Wi-Fi. What's with that? I need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. I just thought she was at the neighbors, you know, the ladies that she takes care of. I need a little bit of blue in there. Blue and green. Then we'd go with the blue. Of course, I'm kind of concentrating here, guys, so I know I'm missing a lot of chat. I like the two-tone. That's why she was on. I just thought she was on her phone because she was next door. I missed her tweet because I've been here. I came on at like 7:30. So I totally missed her tweet that she didn't have internet. I mean, I knew y'all said she was on her phone, but I thought that was because she was next door. Do you ever hate or get frustrated by a coloring page that you started, and so what do you do with it? I just go to a new page. It doesn't happen often. It's happened a couple times. I just go to a new page. Coloring is not supposed to be frustrating. If it's frustrating, the page is frustrating you, I'd be definitely finding a new page. That's just me. All right, so this is part of his, let's see, let's go down this way. Some blue on this part of the wing. Under here, and then right here. And then moving in with the green. I'll clean that off, need the green. And this, I think, is part of his wing. I'm going to do that in the red, too. Just because I want them all these colors that we're going with here. Then I need some blue up in here. Blue right over here on these scales. Back to the green. Because I want them to be two-tone here. I'm not sure what that part is. It's just that maybe that's the background. So now I'm going to go back to the red, magenta-like color. Let's just go ahead and scribble some out. This is the best way to get a big concentration of it, I found. Eileen likes to do it this way too, I think. came on early so I could do that dog portrait if y'all missed it. We've already done, this is our third video for the day. We had, Miss Annette. We did this on Monday. I thought I was doing Paula Deen, but I was doing Martha Stewart. So this morning we did Paula Deen. Yeah. Then we read Lady Jan's story. All right, so let's go back in here with some blue right in here. All right. I think I'm going to go with yellow ochre just because I think I want these feathers to be gold. And I'm going to add, I'm probably going to add stickles. I might add a lot of stickles. We might shine his baby boy up. All right, let's see. I think I want some gold around the eye. I want his eye to probably be the dark green. And I'll shade that in, maybe a little bit of shadow there. Okay, the only thing now is this horn thing. Do I want it? I think I want it blue. I think I want the same colors as him. So I am going to go ahead and go with the blue and the green on this horn. And then I'll outline or make darker these blue, the little designs on him, on his head there. So we're going to go with this. Then go back to the green and blend that in. And I'm going to go in here and shade this with pencil too, guys. And remember, if you want to add lots of water layers, you got to dry it in between. Because this paper is already pilling on some spots, like here, where I tried to add too much water. Oh, wait, that's a colorful dragon. Dede, your dragon, Dory, has a bit of glitter. Yeah, I'm going to add glitter. I'm going to add glitter with stickles or Wingastella or both. All right, so I think I got the base colors here. Oh, wait, here's another little, that little thing's got to be a little jewel there. Okay, so just washed in. Okay, it's very washed out because it's just it's just the initial layer. Okay, so let me just move this. Let me move these off the table here. And I'll keep my colors here until I don't know if I need them again. All right. So now I want some black. Let me get where's my black cardstock? I just had, where did the cardstock go? Good grief. I just had the black cardstock. Sorry for the squeaky chair, guys. What do I do with it? And stick it in my journal? Well, let's get another sheet. Sorry, pull a half sheet. Half sheet. Because I'm going to paint. And I won't go to the edge, so I guess I don't even need it. But when I do a page like this, you meant Deidre's dragon skin has a bit of glitter if you hold it to the light. Oh, yes, I do see the glitter in here. If y'all missed it, guys, this is a dragon skin journal that Lady True North Jan sent me. That is a dragon eye, which will open when she feels like it. But anyway, yeah, there's a story that I read with this. Okay, so anyway, what I was going to say is what I'll do, and I'll just go ahead and do it. Now, I will want to keep this. I'll take a picture of this or copy the back because this story goes with this dragon. Okay, so this one goes with this. So I don't want to lose that story when I take this one and I'll trim it down. I'll trim it down to the edge and mount it on a black cardstock. Okay. So when I'm painting this background, it doesn't matter if I go out of lines with the black paint because I'm going to cut it down, put it on a black cardstock, and I'll put this story, the Wisdom Keeper, on the back of here so I know which book, what story, etc., etc. Okay, so If y'all are just joining me, this is the book I'm coloring out of, Dreams of Dragons. Okay, I'll put that kind of right there. Let's go over here. All right. All right, just make sure I'm going to have to put something under it when I go to pencil because this is kind of crunchy. All right, so now let me get some black paint. Do I still have some black paint left over here from the earlier project? Let's get a brush here. So there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to paint the background. Again, I'm going to not worry about it going out of lines. Actually, it's kind of easier just to go out of line, so you don't have to worry about, getting right on the edge. So I'm just going to paint the background black. This is just black craft paint, Americana craft paint. I like using Americana craft paints like this for a couple, well, you can't see that one. They look like this. The reason I like them is a couple reasons. One, they're inexpensive. Two, they have great colors. Three, because it's a craft paint, it's matte. As long as you buy the regular, yes, etc. That's right. Um, there's no shine to them. I mean, there's shine to the ones that are called satin or gloss, but if you just get the regular craft paint, there's no shine to them, and therefore you can use your color pencils on top of them. If you use the artist grade, the kind in the tubes, there's a sheen to those. And because there's a sheen to them, and again, I'm saying every one I've ever seen. Now, I can't speak for every paint ever made, but the artist grade have a sheen to them that is tricky to go over with color pencil. Okay, so that's another reason I like my craft paints. I think I might do his eye black as well. And then go over it with some pretty color in there. Make it shimmery, make his eyes shimmer. Let me get a smaller brush. Let's see, do I have one right here? Let's see, let's get a tiny brush here. And again, I just used a Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayon wash over the whole thing. The most embarrassing thing you did, argue with yourself out loud in an elevator? Good one, Jan. Argue with yourself in an elevator. Oh. If y'all don't follow Jan, but can put your Instagram or anything else, if you want anybody to follow you. Jan has a nice, peaceful life. She probably doesn't want a lot of, I don't know, but she posts some very awesome pictures on Instagram. She has that, she has the monk life. Well, we're gonna, don't chill, just chill. Dragon eyes glow. That's all right, Anita. Hang on. We have glitter. Trust me. We're good here. We're good. You didn't win the argument with. Jan said she didn't win the argument with herself, but let me tell you, the two ladies in the elevator did get off rather hurriedly. Good one. My paint's getting a little dry because it's been sitting here since 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's hit that with a heat gun. Heat gun. Okay, Melody, sleep well. Good to see you. Take care and get well. She can barely type, y'all, with her hand. Okay, whoa, come back here. All right, so now, and it does curl just a little. I just kind of fold it out. And again, I'll end up cutting this out and mounting it on a piece of black cardstock. So, yeah. All right, so now, but I do need something under it here. Let me get my sketchbook or something. Let me tear my little doggy out of here. Go on here. Because I need some cushion, and plus this is crunchy, guys, from bits of paint and stuff, and you're going to color with color pencil. You don't want crunch. You know? All right, so let's see here. Let's move things around. Okay, I got to make some space, guys. Hang on. I have all these little watercolor things from these making memory things in here. Showed y'all that yesterday. Let's get that out of the way. All right. Now, on to coloring. Let's pick some colors. I'm just going to use my Prismacolors today, guys. I could use my Holbees, or I could use my Lumies. So, but I'm going to use my Preemies. Because, you know. All right, so let's see what colors I have here. A couple shades of green, and I know these are little. I know, guys, I have full pencils around, but I'm just grabbing out of the tray that I've been using the last couple of weeks. Don't want turquoise, but I will have to go. I don't think I have a dark blue. I need my indigo. Is indigo in here? There's a blast brown. Okay, I'll tell you what colors if I can possibly tell you. Let's see. I'm going to need a darker green and a darker blue. And I don't have either one of those in here, I don't think. Oh, a magenta too. Let's see if this one. That's carmine red. I really don't want a red. I want almost more of a maroon color. Don't want terracotta. Hang on, guys. Getting situated. Oh, wait. Is this it? No, that's terracotta too. Okay, hang on. Let me get some pencils out here. All right. Do I want, let's see, this is Tuscan red. That's probably what I want. Where's my test sheet? Yeah, Tuscan red. But then I want a little magenta. I don't want to lose that magenta completely. So this is processed red, which is kind of a magenta. Yeah, okay, processed red and Tuscan red for the reds. I'm only going to use a couple colors each. Oh, wait, question. Is there a way to obtain a gold color using Prismas without using a metallic pencil? Yeah, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use yellow ochres, and go over it with either a Stickles or a Wink of Stella. And that's the closest you're going to get to a gold without using a gold, without using paint, without using, I mean, I could use gold paint too, but I think I'm just going to go with Stickles or Wink of, something to shine after the fact, after I've shaded it. Okay. All right, so I got the reds. Now I need a darker green and 2 shades of blue. Where's my tray? All right, so now let's see what you need. Dark green. All right, so I'm going to go with, this is dark green, and then I think this is a chartreuse, and then this is apple green. So I'm going with light, medium, and dark green. So I don't need that one. Let's get rid of this one. And then in the blue, I need indigo, which I usually put a thing around it because... All right, there's indigo blue, and then I need like a almost, see, Jan's got like a almost like a true blue on there. Let's test this. That's a little on the purple side, but it may be the closest. What's this one? Ultramarine. I think that's what this is too. I think I picked up both the same color. Maybe ultramarine. Let's try this one. Violet blues to purple. Hang on, guys. I'm testing out some blues. Those are probably good, but I might need... Let's see. I'm trying to use the colors in my dragon journal. I think that's probably the closest. Okay, we're going to go with that. Do I have everything I need? I think. All right, let me see chat. I know that I saw some caps a minute ago. All right. Oh, what time is it, guys? I may need to... Oh, yeah, we started over, so I'm good. Okay, so now let's start with the indigo. And I will probably have to sharpen. Some of these are sharpened with the small point. I actually like the long point better, but depending on how much pencil I have there. Hey, Laura. All right, let's see. We're working in the dragon book because there's a story behind it today. All right, let's see. Get everything at the ready. All right. I think I'll just start with the ochre. Oh, wait. Now I do want to zoom in for you guys. Let's refocus. And let's turn the brightness down just a tad there. See how that works out. Oh, gotta turn the autofocus off. Don't like that zoomy in and out. All right. That's a little weird. The light's a little weird. Hang on, guys. I gotta work it. Work it. That's too dark. I mean, too light now, I think. Where's my Sherry card? Nothing focuses it like this does. I don't know why. All right, let's see if that's going to work. It's pretty good. Thanks, guys. All right. Okay, so now we're going to start with the yellow ochre, and I'm just going to start coloring here. And again, I'm going to do some stickles and glitter or something to make it shiny in some areas. Like the horns. Okay, I'm going to need just one shade darker. Let's see what I want to do. I add just a tiniest bit of the terracotta burnt ochre. Just a bit. Thanks, guys. Yeah, he's just, right now, he's just got a wash of Neocolor. And again, I'm going to add glitter to some areas. Probably put some stars behind him. Y'all know I like my stars. Need my black. Where's my black? Right up against that edge right there. Yeah, there's a story behind today's dragon. A lady, True North Jan, wrote us a story. Well, she wrote me a story. I say for us because, you know, it's for all of us. Me? Yeah, I don't know. There's probably is, but I don't know what they all are. You know, I don't know every book out there. All right. If you're talking to me, I don't know if you were. All righty. Now we're going to go over to this little, well, let's do these little horn things here first. You know, I'm not going to spend days on this. But all this is going to be gold, like with stickles or whatever. Now the thing is if I do that and I photograph it, you won't be able to see any shimmer in the photograph. I mean, you can capture it a little bit, but it doesn't show up on a photograph very well when you do that. Let's just go ahead and get all the. If you have any questions, put them in caps, guys. Again, the lighter touch you have, the more you can layer and blend, no matter what brand or kind of pencil you're using. All right, let me go ahead and let's do this, the feather, because this is going to be a gold feather. It's not going to be like a real feather. It's going to be a metallic. Hello, Palm. DeMonte. Anybody else I might have missed? Thanks for stopping in. So rather than make this like feathery, I want it to be metallic, like a charm or something. because, you know, a dragon, it would be pretty hard to maintain a feather. I mean, if someone, you know, put a gold, you know, some charms on like a little ring, that would last. But, you know, I don't see anybody going up to the dragon and changing out his feathers every so often. His little feather jewelry, if you will. Know what I mean? So that's why we're going to make it like a gold charm. All right. Now let's do the little bit around the eye. Oh, I got this little horn thing here too. Let's go ahead and do that. And then around the eye here, I want this to have gold in it. Bye, Teresa Crafting Chaos. Then I'll have a little bit of, let's get the indigo here. Have the shading under the eye here. And then those little, you can see a few little scales in there, so I'm going to kind of work around that. And then these little emblem things, I want them just to be solid indigo blue. These little designs. If y'all talk to me, put it in caps, guys. Because it's, you know, when it scrolls by and I'm concentrating. Oh, sorry, I'm staying with the tour here. Staying camera. And I'm shading on those tight areas there. Right around these little extra scales that stand out. Sharpen. Okay, now his eye, I think I want it to be a lime green. This one will be brighter. So I'll put that in there. But then I'm going to have my white Posca. I almost want stars in his eyes, but that may be a little confusing. Maybe I'll just do one tiny little. See if I can do this with the pencil in a. I'll let that dry a minute before I go in there with white, because I want to kind of feather that out. Okay, back to my. See, I need a what do you call a piece of tape. Let me put a piece of blue tape around my indigo, because I always get them confused if I don't. So I always put a piece of blue painter's tape on my indigo. To distinguish it from the black, because you really cannot tell. Alright, now I think that's dry. Get my white. He's so handsome, thank you. uh, I need to, quit chatting and keep working here. And hi, Janet, if you're watching with no, she's watching from her phone. She didn't have her internet. I still didn't hear why she doesn't have internet. I still missed that part. It's going to be darker, guys. It looks a little pastel now. He's going to be darker. Okay. And this ties in with my dragon journal. This is my dragon skin journal with the dragon eye. Which I know there's a way to, well, we won't get into that right now. That eye will open. There's a story behind it. I actually have, I think, the book, unless I gave it to one of the kids, those storybooks that have all the dragon. I'll go look. I'm going to take a quick break in a minute, go grab some coffee anyway. So I will see if I have those books. I'll show them to you after we're done with this. Okay, so I'm bearing down a little harder, like right on this line, because I'm not going to try to shade or blend. I just want one nice dark line. Same for these. I'm not going to do any blending or shading, so I don't mind bearing down a little harder on something like that. But if you want to blend or shade anything, you can't bear down, because then that's it. There's no more blending or shading once you've, got as much pigment down as that possible. I already know. Okay, so let's get back here. Because I want this to be multicolor. So let me put a little bit of blue. Lightly now, not, I want to take my time here. And then let's see, if I go with this green and start blending in with that green at the darkest edges of the blue. I'm just trying to figure this out how I want it myself, guys. So I'm going back and forth to the green and the indigo. Now let's see if I add a little bit of the lighter blue in there to kind of blend everything. Let's see if I'm going to like that. And this is like some of the darker areas around that. I was going to lighten up around here and stuff. But I might put a little bit of blue on those scales. Let's just go ahead and tap in a little bit of blue here and there so I don't forget. I don't want a little blue in those areas. And then the green. I'm thinking I might want to use, I know I've shown you all this technique before. There's this little dotted, it's very hard. See those little dots? It's very hard to get those to stand out because it's hard to get around them, right? It's hard to color. Now, I could probably do it with a gel pen, but another way to do that, to get those to stand out, is after you get your background, like kind of if you want to mix in a few shades of green or blue, like I'm going to do here, okay? What you can do is you can tap that in with a white Posca. And what that does, the acrylic paint of the Posca makes those dots stand out, and then you can go back over them with a color. So let me just try to get a little area here to show you. So I'm just putting some blue and green. I'm putting blue and green on those little scales. See, they're tiny little scales. Might want a little lighter green here. Maybe a regular blue in there. Okay. I'm just going to do this little area right here for now, just to show you guys. Okay. I want to keep the shadow of those little scales so nice and dark right along the edge. So I'm just going to do this little area. Okay. And now what I'll do, go back to the green here, because I want this to be very, if I put some Winkostella over this, it's going to show through both the blue and the green, right? Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll take, and I would use, normally I would wait till I was done with everything before I did this step, but I'm just going to show you a little area because we probably won't finish it. I don't know how long we'll be here. But I want you to be able to see this. So all those little dotted scales, I'm just going to put a dot of white in each one. And you don't have to do every one. You could just, like, if you want a shiny area, like let's just say you want a sparkle through just the middle, then just do it in the middle. But you're really going to lose every one of those little tiny scales unless you get in there with like a gel pen or something very, very tiny. You know, even a sharp pencil, it's tough to get in those little dots. It's basically a dot. Okay, so now I'm going to do that. Make sure I pick out all the ones I'm just going to do right in here for now. Okay, so that's that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry that, because you got to let it dry. And now I can go back over it with the light green. All right, so see how white they are? I really can't get any zoomed in any closer than that. See the little white dots? Now I can go over those white dots, and no matter how hard I push with this green, which I don't want to push too hard, but no matter how hard, you're not going to get rid of that white. So I can go right over the top of all those white dots, and it turns them light green. It's hard to see, but now I've got those white little scales showing up. Do you see? Okay, now I'm going to take my blue. I'm just going to do a couple little extra little shadow areas in there between. You know, I'm not going to get in between every one, but I want it to have a little more depth. So I might even get black right in some of these little creases. I want it very shadowed right along that edge there. Yeah, there we go. Y'all see that? Yeah. Yeah, so no matter what I go over with this, like if I do some of the, I don't want to do it yet because I still want to do some more, you know, some more stuff. Well, let me see, maybe I can find let me just do a couple here. All right, so like after I shade and do whatever I want with this, then look, I can go over this with white. All right, now let me dry. You got to dry it. Don't forget to dry it. And then go over that with the magenta and turn it magenta, but still have it highlighted. And you can, you know, do as much as you want. It's dark, light or dark as you want. See? So you can get highlights. You can keep highlights that way. Same thing for these little horns. Let's just highlight the edges of these horns. See here? See how that's working? Let's go right along the top of that one. So you can maintain white or light. And again, you can go back over this with, go over it with your yellow ochre again. Here, let's go along this feather edge. Again, this is supposed to be a gold charm, not a feather. So that's why there's no like feather, you know, feather fronds or whatever you want to call them. And I think I want it right down the center. I want that to be nice and... Need a Posca. Yeah, everybody needs a white Posca pen. And this one is a 0.7 millimeter. Jean says there's even sharper ones than this. Okay, so all right, I got to do this part of the horn thing here, so I can like just see how you can kind of just get that nice and... Okay, let's do this one right by his eye. Let it dry and then go back over it. All right, so let me do this little gold area here. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of do this in a quick fashion, shade the whole thing here. So you can see that you can do a lot of shading with little work. See how that already makes it look rounded? All right, now I'm going to take my sienna, or the, what is it, burnt ochre, I think. Yeah, burnt ochre. And I'm just going to kind of go a little bit down here on the bottom. I'm going to show you real quick how you can do this fast. Not that you have to go fast, don't get me wrong. Hey, LBO. Not that you have to go fast, but you know, on my show here, I try to do a little quicker so we get as much done as possible. Now I'm going to go back in and blend out just a little further. All right. Now I'm going to take my Posca, and I'm just going to make one little highlight on each one of these. See how quick that was? And you can go back in there and you know, darken it. I don't know yet how dark I want to get that, because I still got those little bits to do here, and I got the horn behind this to do still. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. Go down and get some coffee. We're gonna work next right up here on top, getting some blue and green, because I want them to be multicolor, right? Because he's gonna shimmer. So then we're gonna go in here with green, and we're gonna go back and forth and get this area to look like this area. Let's have a little couple darker areas. Kind of mottled looking, you know. Did you see this out, Monkey? Yes, I did. I did. I think I acknowledged that on Twitter. I said I was going to take a break, and then I'd go ahead and keep working on this. Maybe just a little bit of light green in there. Whoops, I wanted the lighter green. Where's my light? Here it is. Even lighter. Put a layer of light green. So I'm just kind of bouncing back and forth between the colors. Not really trying to make a pattern. I'm trying to make a no pattern. And then back with the green. the light green. So you can see how it's kind of a few shades there of blues and greens that kind of all kind of swim together. Hey, Carrie. Because I'm staying in town because I have 3 appointments. Well, good to see you. It's not the same without the pixie. But we know you're enjoying your little pup and your family and everything, so. If you missed the story about while we're doing the dragon today, you need to go listen to the backstory. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of green here. I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and put a light green and a light blue on some of these scales, the ones that are standing out, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some white Posca on those while I go get some coffee. Take a quick break, guys. And then we'll go back over these little dots with blue and green, light blue and green. They're very, very tiny, especially around the eye there. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can do these too. And see the difference here? How they look white here, and then after I've gone over them with green, see how it knocks back the white? Can y'all see the difference there to there? So when this dries, then I can knock it back with the green. Same thing for here and down here. All right. And then also the next thing I want to do is start working in some of the shading in this red here. See how that's starting to look real rich? Now this, my little jewel thing, I need to go over that because I want that to stand out. That's just a little like a ring, some kind of an earring or whatever. Oh, I want that to stand out at the end. So, all right, I'm going to take a break real quick while this is drying, and I'll be right back, guys. had to make some more coffee, so in the meantime, I got me some cranberry juice. Dang, we're zoomed in. All right, let's get back to it. I want the true blue here. Okay, but I do want some black right in the crevices there. Okay, I messed up my little white ring. There we go. Now I'm going to go over that. I think I'm going to take the light blue on some too. Some light blue and some green. Because I want even these little scales to be a couple shades. So I'm going to put some blue and green on those little white dots. Almost could go with a little blue. Carefully. And then the green. Put a little tiny twinkle of blue in the eye too. Very hard to see, but now go in there with a few little darker areas. It's coming along. Takes a little bit. And a little bit of the light blue. And then hit that with the highlight. Hey, Yee. I'm sure I've missed a lot of people coming in, guys. Sorry. Got all concentrating here. All right, I need just the touch right along the edge here. The shadow. Go back in there with the highlight right along the eye. All right, let's go on to some of the red bits. Bye, lady. Thanks, Jan. Lady True North Jan from Quail Hill, who sent me the dragon skin journal earlier, and that's where we're getting our inspiration from the colors for this. And the story that she wrote and I read, I'll post later today, well, when I upload all the videos. I'm going to shade right down along the base here where it's connected. And then just kind of pull out the, might be a little shading under there. A little bit right there. Let's do one little section at a time. Then I'm going to go in with the magenta and kind of blend that out a little. And then hit it with the Posca here and there. And then once the Posca dries, I can go back over it with the magenta. Just a few little highlights. I don't want it to be stripe. I want it to be just highlighted. So you got to kind of be careful when it's like this is lined up. That's like a horn. But this is flowy. So you don't want it all like, you don't want it like that. Okay, let's get in some of that area there. Okay, let's do the dots on this back little section of scales. Tiny little scales back in here. I'm just doing one little section at a time. Kind of got those lost a little. Okay. All right, let's go on with some green now. Oh, it'll stretch my back. I think I want some dark blue right along that edge. And I think I'll go with the darker green in between here. No, it needs the blue. It needs the blue behind there. Behind these big scales. Yeah, here's the cover. If y'all are just coming in, I'm sitting on my foot. This is the book I'm working in. I'm really zoomed in here, guys. So my coffee, I can hear it's about done. I will be going down to get some. Just saying. Just gonna kind of take your time with all, when there's so much detail like this. I don't like to hurry, but sometimes on my show I do, so we get a lot done. Let's add some dark green back in there. Where's my dark green? Put some dark green in there. Just to have a little variation on these edges. So some of this can be dark green and some of it can be because this is all got to be modeled in here. Back to the blue. Thanks, Laura. I know you got this book too. You're going to do awesome in it, I know. I got it from Hibiscus Girl in Australia. I need a little black right along this edge here. I want that to stand out. There we go. Gotta remember to watch the camera. I'm so zoomed in. Gotta watch it that you're still in camera. Because the slightest little movement, you're out. Alright, so now I'm going to take my light blue, get some of those scales, a little blue tinge, go back with the green. And then right underneath here, shade that. I'm just talking it out loud, guys, whatever I'm thinking while I'm doing this. And then again, maybe just a little bit of very tiny. I mean, if you don't like working with pencils as tiny, then get in there with your gel pens. All right, now I'm going to go back where I added those white lines, those highlights, and I'm going to just go back right over it with the magenta. So it still stays bright, you see, but it's not white. It just knocks the white back. Which, you know, I like it white here because I want that to be like a shiny horn. But this is not, I don't want this that bright. So I'm just touching right over the top. Now this again, this has got to be gold. That little ring. Okay. Kind of knock the edge off the white there. Okay, so this back behind here, there's more scales back here. These large scales. That horn, is it set in? I think it looks like it's set in something. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll set those down in there. And I think actually that this is probably supposed to be a bit of a horn, or that maybe where his wings and stuff are attached. And then let's go back with a little bit of white right on the tip. There. Even your voice, I know I get into it, don't I? All right, let's see. I think I want this to have some gold right along that edge. There. Okay. I'm going to keep working down here. All of the green, then back to the dark blue. Right in between here. Sharpen. Right under those little scales. Hear the doves outside. Usually we hear them in the morning, early morning. If you have any questions, put them in caps. Otherwise, I'm just coloring along here. Thanks everybody for being here. Got a lot of full house today. Appreciate everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching over there. Hope you're getting some inspiration, some chillax. Again, here's more. These little larger scales down here. Kind of defines his mouth area. So you can see where I'm just going over the wash. I want to get into these scales next. All right, a little bit of shading around the claws, or the little horns on the claws. And now I want to get in here with my little white Posca again. Highlight those, and then I'll go over them with light blue. This just retains a nice shine, a light to them, that unless you're using, well, if you're using a gel pen, then it's just kind of the same thing. You're able to get in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do these right here on his wings so I don't forget those over there either. Here's some more right up in here. I've already got a blue wash on there. Okay, a little bit of green wash on that. I need to shade that one before I can get in there. Hey, Andrea. Thanks, Beth. All right, let's see what I want to do next. Oh, here's some more little scales. Let me go ahead and hit these little scales with the white, because then I can color right over the top of it. Because I got to get crack-a-lack in here. Although, you know, you can tell when I get quiet and get in the zone. Start coloring peacefully. But then we're not moving along either. There's a couple I missed over there. All right, let's see. Light green in here. Love the color choices. Well, we're basing it off of my Dragon Skin journal. Oops, sharpened half a pencil. But you can do that white Posca technique if you lose any lights. Like, I wish I would have lightened that area up. Just go over it with your Posca, and you could, or a white acrylic paint. Really, seriously, you could just use white acrylic paint. Okay, I need some of the real blue down in here. And get those lights back, and then just paint back over them, or pencil back over them. Alright, I think I'll go, because I'm going to have a lot of, go with the light green, I'm going to have a lot of blue down right around these little scaly things. I'm going to add a lot of green. And I need more green on these too. So anyway, I like to watch these kind of shows when I'm working, you know, and watch somebody else do stuff like this while I'm doing mine, whatever I'm working on, whether it's a commission or just coloring or whatever. I like to have someone in the background. But we'll make sure and at least do some areas with stickles. I want y'all to see that. We're still good on time, and Joycey's not streaming, so I'm just going to carry on for a bit. I think I want that to be gold too. Right along his lip. I just want some, I'm going to have some extra little gold bits, I think. Could watch all that. Well, I like watching people color or whatever. I mean, I like watching people art when I'm working. So I just kind of figured there's people that are watching like the same thing. Not everybody does. I understand. Not everybody likes long videos. Not everybody likes watching, you know, just carrying on and on and on with art recordings. But then that's why we have so many different kind of channels, right? Okay, I covered up one of these little scales too much. Let's put that back in there. That's why there's so many videos and so many kinds of shows. And it is company. When you're, when you work all day, I work all day here by myself. If I'm not streaming, I'm sitting here working all by myself. So if I can have somebody on in the background while I'm working, I enjoy that. Whether it's live or a recording, I don't care, to tell you the truth. Sometimes it's easier to watch just the recording because I'm working and it's too hard to talk. It's too hard to type while you're working, So yeah, we'll just keep working here. If y'all missed the story behind this, I'll put that recording up. I read Lady Jan's letter that she wrote for my birthday, and the dragon story that she made up. It's so awesome. That's why we're doing this today. And then we also did, oops, where'd my green? Rolled my green off on the floor. And then, here it is. And we did, remember Monday, we did this dog for Miss Annette. And I was thinking that this one was Paula Deen. Well, this one is Martha Stewart. So we did Paula Deen this morning. So we did this one this morning on a separate video. So now she has the two of them. Yeah. All right. All right, now I want to get in here with the green. So I'm just going to kind of splotchy in the green, just like I splotchied in the blue. I'm sorry, I missed some caps there, guys. I missed some stuff that rolled by. I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. So I'm just add in the green, this area. But yeah, Jan's story was just so awesome. And the light green. Yeah, I did. I coughed up some fur balls on Monday. That's an old story around here, isn't it, Carrie? Carrie, you missed it. You weren't here. But Carrie knows. Carrie knows what coughing up those fur balls looks like. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? All right, I need my light blue around these little deals. I'm trying to get as far as I can here so we can put some stickles and glitter or something. Okay, where's my dark green? Dark green. Dark green right in there. Yeah. Yeah. I had a new bag of fur balls. Carrie, I got it. I'll show you all my fur balls. I got a new bag. They Hobby Lobby has everything Valentine's on sale, like 90% off. So, all right, I'll go ahead and do it for you guys. Don't want them all over the room though. Okay, so this is how this works. Yes, I got a whole bag, Gary. So if y'all get some of these in the mail, they've been coughed up. Wait for it. Yeah, I got a whole bag of them. Oh. Okay, back to the dragon. All right, I think I want to work on some of this up here. I'm gonna stop on this for a minute. Oh wait, no, I do want to get this in here. Never gets old. So I'm just go over it with green, then go back over with some more blue, and just kind of back and forth until I get it like the mottled kind of look I want. If the fur balls weren't so pretty, yeah. But yeah, Hobby Lobby had all their Valentine stuff on sale for 95% off. And there's some other ladies there too. Me and Denise were there, and I showed y'all. I know. Is Eileen here? Oh yeah, she's gonna have to look away for a minute. Where's my iPad? What did I do with my iPad? Did I bring it in here? I thought I had it in here. Maybe I didn't bring it in. Oh, here it is, right here in front of me. So when we went to Hobby Lobby, again, all the Valentines. So there's a whole bunch of ladies standing there with me and Denise, and we were looking at it and trying to we're looking over all the Valentine stuff. It was either 90 or 95% off. And we didn't, none of us needed any of it. But we knew 90% off, you had to buy something. Pack of stickers, something. But anyway, so they had this in the lobby of Hobby Lobby. A flamingo wedding. These guys are 5 feet tall. Like they were like at least Denise is 5'2", I think. So they're like Denise is probably the same height as the wedding party. As a veil, the guy over here's got a top hat on. I kind of cut that off, but. Oh my goodness, it was hilarious. So anyway, we're all the ladies were standing around just looking at it, and we're looking at each other like, do we need this? No, but I mean it's 95% off. You got to get something. Yeah. All right, so I'm just getting, all right, I need my black. I want to get just a tiny couple little areas of real dark. A couple of shadows right in there. Like right under there. And right under his lip here. Nice dark shadow. All right, back to the green. I'm just going to go ahead and put a coat of the green and go back with the dark blue and the dark green. So I'm trying to make them like, textury looking. So now back with the dark green. Might be kind of hard to distinguish some of these colors, the camera, but it's dark blue, dark green, and then I'm going to go kind of over it with the chartreusey color. And this is going to be like all along here too. All this is going to be the same look here. I need a little bit of the blue again. I'm just kind of going back and forth trying to kind of blend it, but not blend it. And even if I'm not done, which I'm sure I won't be, I will at least do some areas with some stickles, just so y'all can see some glittered areas. Now I'm going to go over the kind of the whole thing with like the chartreuse green. I'm not pushing down though. I still might want to add some more stuff to it, so it's just another light layer. Kind of blend it, kind of blend it all. And I know a lot of y'all probably use blender pencils and all that. You could probably do the same thing with that. I just don't care for blender pencils. That's just me. If you use them and they work for you, I'd rather just blend with color. So just going to kind of go in here and kind of define some more little, skin, if you will. All right. I'm going to do his little chinny chin chin. All right, I'm getting in here and I'm using the two colors I'm using are Tuscan red and process red. Yeah, process red, the magenta color. Those are the two colors, and some Posca white for the beards and the hairy bits. And we started with a wash of Neo colors, in case anybody was late and didn't know what I have all this wash is. This is all Neo colors. Okay. Now the process red, blend that in a little. And this is all going to be stars and stuff in there. So I can go in here with and then when that dries, I'll go back over it with the process red. So what I'll do with the stars, because I don't want to spray some, I could just like tap out some white stars, probably be easiest. But if you don't want to tap out some stars with white paint, then if you make your stars, make sure that they're not like all lined up, and make them different sizes. Say if you're gonna do stars, that don't do this. Don't do that because it's not gonna look right. Make them fat, skinny, close. If you want it to look like a real, night star sky or whatever. Put some planets in there. Might do that too. And again, I'm going to cut this off, guys, right along the edge and mount this on black cardstock. Show Laura your dragon journal. Oh, yeah, if y'all just got here. Yeah, this is Dragon Skin journal. No dragons were hurt. They gladly gave it. And this is an eye in there. There's an eyeball that peeks out of there. There's a whole story behind it, guys. You got to read. I read the story, and it's just not uploaded yet, because I've been here. But yeah, I'll upload the Jan story. Okay, so I'm going to keep going here. It doesn't take too long to do it this way, but it's for me, I like just slapping it out there. just as easy for me to tap out, like when I say tap out, I just mean take my brush and tap it, the white paint. And then here we might have a nice planet or something down here. We could maybe have one shooting star. All right. All right, let's get back to work on him. All right, I want my dark. Let's see, I want some blue. I want some blue down in here. Right along his lip. Because these are larger scales. See a little more detailed, like we're going to see on this one. Okay. She missed. Oh, the Laura, here you go. Dragon scale. We're basing these colors off of this. And that's a dragon eye. Okay, let's do the. We might as well do this chin. Oh wait. Let's go back over this white here. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this chin area. Might as well. I know, Lady Jan made that. That's the whole story. Again, I'll put that video up after a while. Okay, this is going to be, I need indigo. Well, indigo right down in here, and I forgot to do these little scales in there. Well, no, I guess I didn't because I wanted to add some indigo down there. All right, blue. Yes, Kraken, I know. The dragon. Let me just read that one part. Okay, wait. Let me just to tease you guys a minute. Here, let me get. I have it on my iPad. Hang on. I'm just gonna read the ones. It was funny. Okay, it was right here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. A dragon who tried to eat a human once in self-defense, as the silly thing had come at her yelling, waving a pointy stick. So she took it up in her mouth to swallow, but almost broke a tooth trying to crunch down on it. It was totally inedible. Later, they found out she'd been trying to eat a knight, a Knigh, a knight. For goodness sake, great stars! Everyone knows you have to peel them from the shell first. And frankly, they're just not worth the effort. The whole story's awesome. I wish I could have read it better to do it justice, but yeah, it was okay. I didn't hear if she said I could post it anywhere. I need to find out from her if I can post it somewhere, because everybody needs to read the story for themselves. I know. Isn't that hilarious? Oh. All right, now into the dark green. Oh, that's blue. What's in dark here? I know, right, guys? Yeah, peeled knights. You have to peel them before you eat those babies. And they're just frankly not worth it. All right, let's see. I need a little bit of black shading right under there. Okay, now let's go back over it with the lime. So I'm blending all these colors together with the lime. You unpeel nice, Mike? Anyway, it was really cute. It was a really cute story. It's like 3 pages. All right. I need to go in between these little... They need more definition around this little horn holders. What do you call them? The little horn brackets. Need my coffee. I made coffee. I should go get it, right? What do y'all think? How's he looking? I still have to do all these scales. Kind of saving those. I'm thinking I want to do them layered. Sometimes, you know, I've shaded all the way around and made them look bulky. I don't know. That's a good look, though, too. So you can shade them 2 ways. Let me show you. So, like, you have these things like this. Okay, let's just do 3. Whoops. So you have the scales that look like that, right? Like this. So you can shade them a couple ways. You can shade them so that they look like they're like layered on top, kind of like this, you know. But I like to almost shade all the way around so they kind of look humpy. So they look like they have a hump in the middle. You know, if you kind of start doing this, then they look like they're bumpy. And I kind of like that look, especially for these big ones. Rather than like layering them, they're bumpy. Bye, Tammy. Okay, let's see. Let's come over here to the... Let's do some more of these little things here. I don't want to call them fins, but that's what they look like. They look like mermaid fins. The hair, you know, or the... I don't know what you call them. Somebody know, Dragon? Where's Lady Jan when we need her? She would know what this is called. The beard. I know that's like the beard of the dragon, but is it considered, you know, that in the back? I don't know. And of course, I'm sure. And I'm not worried about going out of lines again, guys, because I'm cutting this off, right? I'm going to cut that off right there. Okay. Now I'm going to go in here with the magenta and just kind of blend that in. And then I'm going to hit it with the white Posca. Let that dry. So I have those highlights. And I could go in here with white pencil too. You know, kind of get in there and kind of make it pop with the white. I just like the Posca. But you see how you can do it with the white. As long as you don't have it too layered up, you can do this. If you got tons of layers already on there, you're not going to get your white to do that, okay? Just saying. Don't want harsh edges. I just want a few here. And again, I don't want it in a row. I don't want it lined up like that, like on that horn there. Okay. Maybe there's a little highlight on the edge of this one. Let's highlight that edge. All right. Here. Sharpening. Flaps, ruffles, sails. Yeah. Any of the above, right, Carrie? But I'm sure a dragon aficionado will be emailing me. It always happens. No matter how many times I say don't email me. Okay, I want a shadow under there. Frills. Frills is good. Right. Yeah, that sounds right. Frills. That does sound right. Okay, I'm writing that down. Dragon beard areas. Dragon, quote, bearded areas equal frills. Thank you. Whoever said it first. Frills. I tell you, I'm serious. People, the girls in this chat, they're like snapping turtles. Snapping turtles. They can snap up an answer in a heartbeat. I hear the wind picking up. Yeah, we got a storm coming in tonight. Early evening. Frills. Liking that. All right, let's highlight our frills. Starting to look like a flower if I'm not careful. This one doesn't have as many rolls to it. I don't want it to look like a tulip. See how this one's kind of all over the place? I really need to do that better with this one, even though I'm just following the color book lines. Just following. That's going to be part of the green. Actually, that's going to be dark blue. So, all right. So now I'll let that dry. This one's probably dry by now. So I'm going to go back over this with the magenta. Just every place that it's white, and it just knocks the white back a shade. Kind of blends it in. It's still highlighted, it's still bright, but it's not white bright. It's light bright. Remember light bright? Okay. All right. Getting there, guys. How are we doing on time? Let me checky. Let's check. 2 hours. Okay, I got about 20 minutes on this segment. If we need to, I'll start another segment. Since Joycey's not streaming, but I will have to go get some coffee. I'd like to finish it in 2 parts. Because I don't want to come back to it on another day. You know? But it's, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and just get all the magenta areas done. I'll save this for last. We're getting there. Look, we don't have a lot. Well, got that big horn there. I think that's a horn. I don't know. That's how I'm gonna color this the same way I'm doing his skin here. Which, by the way, that needs a little bit more. This needs a little bit more blending here. Oh, I got his neck to do. I got a lot more to do. I thought I was farther along. Takes a while to color these details, doesn't it, guys? Who needs Google when you have snapping turtle hive mind? That's so true, Miss Aroma. Miss Aroma. Oh, yeah, Miss Aroma. Okay. I do want this. I'm going to want, let me see, let me get my thing going here. I'm going to want these strings here. They're going to be gold as well, but I have to have them show up. So let me just go, because I'm done coloring right behind there. So I'll go ahead and do the attachments there, which I'll, remember guys, I have ideas for gold stickles and or Winkostella or something shiny. You want so hey CB, I still have to do these scales here. I'm kind of saving those for last. All right, let's. And I'm real zoomed in. You'll see them better once I zoom out here in a little bit. Okay, let's do this right here. I need to kind of tilt it because I need a quick, I want to be able to do this like this. I can't do that with going the other way. Alright, let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I'll let's do a white. Just gotta kind of make it up, you know, if you don't know exactly what these webbed like bat-like wings, you know. I just want a little bit of variation. A little bit of shade. Thanks, Andrea. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Hope y'all are working on something. I suspect many of you are. Because that's what I do when I'm watching other streamers. Or videos, you know. I watch lots of YouTubes and all right, now I'm going to take the magenta, which is processed red, And start blending. And again, I don't care if I'm going out of lines because this is all going to get cut off. I'm going to mount it on I already tore it out of the book, in case you didn't know that. And I'm going to mount it on black cardstock, and that's how I mount all the color book pages that I tear out and put in my binder. Barely touching the paper here, guys. Just want a little bit of blend. Very light. And then if you don't want any of the pencil marks to show, then you can go over it like with the pink. I can just kind of blend real gently with the white. Just if I don't want any pencil lines. Working away. Yeah, I figured you were, Carrie. And it's good to see you, by the way. I know you've been enjoying your family time, but come on now. All right, that's good. Oh my gosh, I heard noises downstairs. I'm not kidding. What? I'm not kidding. I never ever heard that. It sounded like the dishwasher starting up. Seriously, it's freaking me out. I think I have my alarm on. Where's my phone? Seriously, hang on. Oh my gosh, seriously, guys. My alarm is on, but it sounds like somebody's down there. Hang on. No, I don't have any. I can't. It's downstairs. I'm upstairs. I don't have a way out upstairs. Seriously, I'm going to call my husband. I'm going to call Bud and just talk to him while I go downstairs. I'll be brave and go downstairs if he's on the phone with me. He's not answering. Hey, hang on. I'm streaming with the girls, and I seriously just heard something downstairs, like it sounded like the dishwasher opening and closing. But you're not here, so I want you on the phone while I go downstairs. Okay. All right, girls, I'm going down. Seriously, I never have heard the dishwasher open. I know, I didn't think probably because I almost heard it. I know. Okay, I'll call you back later. Bye. Okay, I found out what it was. I totally was not imagining the sound. One of my, actually two, because one of the shelves on my bookcases, sorry, I don't want to yell. one of the shelves on my bookcases collapsed and collapsed on another. So I have two bookshelf case in my bookcase. Oh, gotta catch my breath. Two shelves collapsed. And that's what I heard. Two book two shelves full of books collapsed, and they're all over my library. Yeah, exactly, exactly. But it was a real sound, guys. I wasn't imagining it. It was loud. Two bookcases. I know. Yes. Oh my gosh. But I had never heard that. It was so loud. I mean, I'm surprised y'all couldn't hear it. But it sounded like someone had taken the dishwasher door, opened it, and slammed it shut. So I thought, is Hubster home and doing the dishes? I didn't hear him. I didn't hear the garage door open. But that's what it was. Yes, it's time to shore up the bookcases. It just, because I knew it wasn't my imagination, guys, it wasn't just like a little sound. It was a crash boom. So, yeah. Yeah, I have my alarm on. Yeah. Yeah. But I had to go find out what it was, but I had to take Hubster with me. So we're good now. All right, let's get back to coloring. Now we really need to chill. But I'm just saying, Jean says, I wonder what kind of burglar would open and close your dishwasher. A burglar came in to do my dishes. Jean. Oh my gosh, now my side hurts from laughing. Jean, stop. A burglar came in to do my dishes. But that's just the sound that it kind of made. That's what it made me think that it was Hubster home. Because he'll do the dishes. But I didn't hear him come in. And he would have, he would have come in through the garage and I would have heard the garage open. So it really was kind of freaky to hear that loud sound. But, now we know what it is. It was the library dragon. Where's Jan? It was the library dragon. If y'all were here earlier for the story, oh my gosh. Dragon Libra, what was yeah, I don't know, let me see. Dragon, forget his name. So his Latin name. What's his Latin name? Dragon. Oh my gosh. Oh, and by the way, this is a dragon dory. It's a dragon dory. Where is it? Oh my gosh. I gotta chill now. I'm not seeing it. But it's the dragon that saved the first lending library was started by a dragon. I know, guys. Okay, let's finish this page. Oh, I'm probably going to have to start another. If it stops in the middle of me coloring this, I will start another segment because I do want to finish this for you guys. It'll probably take me another hour, and because of the glitter. And I still have, some large areas to do here, so. And I don't have I don't have a full hour's time left on this segment because, you only can stream like 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours before having to start a new segment. So, oh my gosh. Then I have to go fix my library. I'll take my dragon dory. Libras, yeah. Worried about your bookshelves there, clearly. No, let's put it this way. The shelves already fallen. The books are already on the floor. It's not gonna matter if they're sitting there for another little bit. It's okay. They'll be fine. But I'm just glad to know what it is. because what I did, how I went down there, guys. Now, why am I talking quiet like there's somebody can hear me? Like I'm going to give the burglar secrets away. But your burglar, anti-burglar secrets away. But I'll show you what I did. Let me get a piece of. So what I did is like downstairs. Let me draw a little thing in my house here. Rabbit trail, and then I'll stop this segment and we'll start another one. Okay, in case you want to see how far we got so far. This is, I still have to do all these scales. I have to do this big horn thing. I got to blend that out, and I got to do his neck and this wing here. Okay, so I got to still do that. Okay, so here we are. I'm upstairs, right? So here's, well, it doesn't matter what it is upstairs, but here I am upstairs, and then I have right outside my room here, the stairs go downstairs right here, right? So downstairs, let me see if I can draw my house. I have, all right, so you come down the stairs right here. There's like the front door is right there. So this is my great room right here. Then back here is, it used to be the dining room, but we don't use a dining room. You made it exciting for a YouTube video, yeah. So this is used to be a dining room, but we don't ever have company in dining. We don't dine. We eat. We just eat. We don't dine. So I turned my dining room into a library. So there's like a wall here. Okay, so it kind of goes like that. Now this is bigger here. Let's just go like this. Okay. But I come down the stairs here. Right here's the front door. So this is the great room right here. Here's the dining room. Here's my kitchen right here. Well, there's a little hall here, but this is my kitchen. And then over here's the big living room. It's like Hubster's man cave. It's like the same size as this. This is the man cave over here. It's the same size as all of this, pretty much. Okay? And you just take a couple steps down there to the man cave. And then the garage is out here. Okay? And then, of course, I'm upstairs. So you come down the stairs here. And I heard the dishwasher is like right over here. So instead of like going this way, because there's like a wall right here, right? It's like a hall right there. So instead of, and this is all open. This is all open. Instead of going this way to go into the kitchen to see what was going on, I went around this way. I snuck around this because there's a door right here. So I snuck around this way to go like peek into the kitchen. To peek into the kitchen here. And so I snuck around this way, and I know I have a reading chair here, a table here, and this is all bookcases, 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 bookcases. It's like all around bookcases with a table here and a reading chair here. So as soon as I walked around this way, I saw all these books collapse behind the chair. Like books, 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 books. There's all kinds of books. So then I knew exactly what it was. So then I was no longer concerned. But I didn't want to go this way in case there was someone in the kitchen. Now there's a door right here, right? There's a door here, a door here. So I just went this way, and then that's where I saw the books. Yeah, that's a grilled cheese room. Marilyn just went into the wingnut book. Marilyn. The kitchen equals the grilled cheese room. The grilled cheese coffee shop. The grilled cheese, I'm going to add coffee shop. Wingnut. This is going on YouTube. Don't give away all my secrets. Yeah. Oh my gosh, don't give away all my secrets. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this here again, guys. I'm going to stop this segment. We'll do another hour or so, but I don't have another hour on this on this segment, so we're going to call this part 1. Dragon lore. Coloring dragon lore. Well, no, I got to name it the girl's book. I'm going to call it Dreams of Dragons because I always give the credit to the color book artist. So I have to name it this. But yeah, in the subtitle, I'll put Dragon Lore. All right, guys, I'm not leaving you guys in chat, but I'm going to stop this recording and start another one. So I'll be right back.